Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will have the ball first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He leaves it with his back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The short hands, it's Hunter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fullback's got it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Ducks just can't get a third down stop.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes a connection. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moore will throw. Punts it out of the air. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Ducks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The sure hands, it's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. First play of the period, first down here. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now on first down from the 30. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's caught downfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. It's a draw. Across the 35. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. They've got the screen set up. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the ground, it's Hill. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
I love the patience by the quarterback on this drive, too. He's not getting greedy. He's not forcing the ball somewhere where it doesn't need to go. He's just taking what the defense gives him, and this offense, therefore, is...
Tons of room in the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
More to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
He's loose. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Lets it fly on the move. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the running back from the shotgun. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Going to the running game. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ives. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Knowles. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on fourth down and short. He's got it, first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cornhuskers have this offense rolling. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping this.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes. And they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to TCU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So now it's second and long. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
it's a seam wide open. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's low. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Nelson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Raiola. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They're going to mark this one at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Push down for the tackle.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
That's caught. It's Coleman. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Trying to set up the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. There he goes! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Quickly complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field. Easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find...
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Moore will throw. He's got his man across the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to fire on second down. Wide open downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete on the right side. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.